Bonjour, mon petit chauffeur. Welcome to the newest EU4 campaign for me. I flipped a coin because I couldn't decide between two nations, and it landed on tails, so France is the first option here. So, we immediately start with a pop-up event. So the 100 Years' War began in 1337 due to a dispute between our throne and the English House of the Plantagenet. Yeah, there's been a long line of history of the French rule over English. And then this was just a conflict about the dynasties and stuff. To be honest, the teaching of the 100 Years' War, as an Englishman, I received very little of it. I'm sure you can imagine why. The 100 Years' War ended with France being ceded a whole bunch of English territory, including Calais, historically, I believe. But yeah, the only thing I got taught about was the Battle of Agincourt. The Battle of Agincourt. But that's just because that's like one of the few English battles that the French that we won over the French by quite some way. But that's it. So let's get into this. I re-rolled the game, by the way, until Burgundy were not listed as a rival. My plan is to improve their relations and get a royal marriage. I'm fishing for the Burgundian inheritance on this one. So we'll rival England and Aragon. I'm going to take out a corruption loan here. Let's hire a national tax modifier and improve relations and a reinforced speed. That's fine. So the reason for me taking out a loan is actually because I want the free or the grand company. Let's go with the grand company. I have a plan. I have a grand plan indeed, which involves taking out horses. And I need to get a Bas Plateau with all my units. So we shall be victorious. Let's start by going through France's idea sets. So we start with manpower and diplo rep, very nice. Into national tax modifier and reduced cost of war taxes, which isn't too bad. Then we get 15% morale of armies and a half an army tradition. So France get a lot of doubled up ideas, which is unlike most nations, where even getting a double up is quite very rare. When we get national unrest and reform progress growth, so yet another double up. Then we get the native trading principles, which, when combined with the one here, means you get 100% uprising chance reduced from just doing that. Or you can grab the policy. You'll see later. I'm planning to take exploration on this one, by the way. Then we get core creation cost and maximum absolutism. Then discipline. Then fort defense and garrison army damage. We'll end with development cost. So the run's going to have a few purposes. I did Big Blue Blob back in 2016, 2017-ish. So that's not currently a necessity. But I will take better than Napoleon. And I will take Napoleon's ambition, basically. My plan is to just wait till late game, turn revolutionary, spread the revolution. It's kind of what I'm going with here. So let's summon a diet and get going. We'll have co-owned by France as a possibility, considering I'll be fighting England. I think that's the best mission here, actually. Let's run through the estates. We'll see some land to begin with. And then let's go admin power. I'll just do the regular setup here. Religious diplomats. And clerical education. Nobility will give me mill power. And right for Diet call. I don't want too many nobility pieces because I want to get rid of this strong duchies. I mean, it's reducing the influence, but I don't want the thing to stay around. I will, however, take the, what's it called? The integration policy later on. Once all my subjects are in line and I can integrate them all for a good amount. You'll notice that we got disloyal people because I've deleted some horses, but also because my estate land now says Liberty Desire. The Liberty Desire from subject development actually affects me here for now. So let's just grab the the dip. And where's my prestige? Patronage of the arts. We'll just do this for now. There might be a necessity to grab the burger loans. Sorry. Yeah, that's what I meant. There might be a necessity to grab burger loans later, but for now we'll float this. So diplomats, I'll have. Okay, thanks for telling me about the Shadow Kingdom. I'm not really fussed about you right now, Austria. I'll deal with you later. I actually start at max relations, and actually I want to keep Provence because I want to go for the 150 relations and 90 trusts here, so that I can have them as a PU subject rather than conquer them, if I'm honest. So again, we'll retake all of the stuff after the First War. The Gardens of France happens. I can improve one of Orleans' provinces soon. I want a diplomat to focus on my subject countries, and I need to ally Scotland. Currently I'm guaranteeing them. I want to turn that into an alliance because I want to ask for their military access. When the 100 Years' War starts, when we don't cede, where we do the stuff. Oh, Burgundy. You pain. Okay, fine. I suppose Burgundy can be a rival. Either way, it doesn't matter too much, because even if I don't get Burgundian inheritance, when they do go down, I'll get cores on this for free that I can then contest for. So it's not too much of a worry. The plan, however, is to get access from Scotland and land there. Basically, I want to be able to attack straight into England. And I'm hoping that France actually... No, not France. I'm hoping England can actually not back down. I want to fight them. Here's my plan. We'll get rid of these cavalry here as well. So, as France, and the reason why I didn't get the Royal New General is because we start with two very good generals. I actually want Jean Bureau over in England, and I'll probably give Jean Dunois to my Grand Company. And yeah, my subjects will all ask me for royal marriages. That's fine. For disputed succession, I can try and get Scotland. If I can get Scotland under as a PU subject, that'd be awesome. And Provence asked me for the royal marriage as well. But yeah, if King James could die so that a de Valois can come in, that'd be amazing. So, I've already alluded to the fact that I do have intentions to colonise the New World in this campaign. So that's going to be something that happens. I'll be taking, I think for ideas, let's say it will go as far as I'm taking exploration. I'm taking probably administrative, maybe even innovative for a change. And how about we maybe go humanist? I might stay Catholic. Right, so Auvergne, Foix, and Bourbon. All want royal marriages. Perfect. So the French system at the moment is called appanage. So it's kind of a similar system to daimyos as far as I'm aware. Back when I last played France, they were just regular vassals, so it's been some time. French feudalism, -50 absolutism. Wow. Alright then. So yeah, the opening will be fight England. Here's hoping. And then lay one into Castile. Castile are allied with England. As long as there aren't too many favours floating around, I should be fine to fight England without their allies. We'll see how that one goes. England start with 27k. And what's this? Provence gets a helping hand, or Provence has broken promises. Let's lose a couple thousand manpower to help Provence, I think. That would be nice. They're grateful for aid. Oh, good for you. I need to build up their trust. It was trust, not favours. Trust at least 90, royal marriage. So if I just park a diplomat to curry favours, that can build up over time. What I might do is I might bring everyone over to here. But that would also leave my capital exposed because I won't be able to re-ferry troops. It's a very difficult question on which way I should go. But we'll see. I just know that I'm content with having 2 of my subjects and have their relations improved at one time. And I can integrate my apanages in 1454. So in 9 years' time, I'll be able to start integration on my dudes. Which will be very helpful. So when the war starts with England, my allies should join in because it's a defensive war for me. England are seen as the offenders in the 100 Years' War. So, yeah. Quickly move off. And I can just dock my fleet. I'll also put my fleet maintenance down. Because I don't actually want to pay for the heavies while I'm waiting here. But I'm also not getting rid of my heavies because they might well be needed. Again, stuff's just going on around here. I'm not paying too much attention to any of my neighbours. I'm only paying attention to the event. That's all I'm waiting on. Scotland still have no heir. And Provence do start with the standard 50 trust. Good. So I only need to gain 40 trust from them. So part of the reason why I'm not attacking right now isn't because I can't, but it's because I want to save as many resources as possible for this. The opener is going to be important here. On the other hand, if it doesn't fire, I could just declare a reconquest war. That is possible. But I'd rather try and take a defensive war, I think. We'll see. For now I can just let things build up. Not a problem with me. And Castile love me, but Aragon hate me. So I think my plan will be to take Aragon with the help of Castile later. Potentially. Come on, give us the 100 Years' War. I'm agitated. Not literally, but my troops are feeling restless. Let's put it up into speed 5 until the event happens. I think there's a mean time to happen of 10 years from the game start. Or like if it doesn't appear after a certain amount of time, then it just doesn't appear at all. There's some special caveats to the 100 Years' War. Which we'll hopefully get to participate in. If not, like I say, I'll just do a reconquest war and just get it done. That way I could also get land from Portugal. If I can get, say, Porto or down to Algarve, whichever way I'd have to go, I could then be in for colonising quicker, I think, was where I was going with that statement. Sorry, I know I totally fumbled. As for the ideas, I'm currently thinking exploration, innovative, and the third one might be quantity, it might be defensive, I'm unsure, but it will probably be a military idea of sorts. These are my current intentions. Provence took statute in restraint of appeals. It doesn't matter about my opinion of Provence, it's their opinion of me. Is all that matters here. This is also an opportunity for my treasury to be floated a little bit and to gain more manpower. Come on, England, I need John Brereau to get some wins under the belt. And your dilly-dallying is not helping matters. Plus, it's also not helping matters from a point of view of that you're building favours with Castile and Portugal, who would then probably help you in your offensive war when you get the favours. Which is kind of annoying. Ooh. I take attrition lost in Roxburghshire. Let's move to Dumfries then. I know it's only due to the time of year, but if I can get that sorted sooner rather than later, that's better. I'll also have to wait 8 more years before I can integrate these vassals. As a reminder, it says 1554. In other words, 10 years after the game's start. Everyone's still loyal, thankfully. And I cannot reduce autonomy anywhere. Because it's all... Oh, I can do it here. But I think I'll just naturally let it go down. That's not a lot. It would only give me 12 autonomy there. I'm not going to take the statutory rights. It's actually quite annoying to deal with. Quite frankly. Dogdeer is preparing to attack Karaman. What's going on? Are the Ottomans not eating them yet? Wow. The Mamluks took Ishel from Karaman. Dogdeer's going to attack him. What are the Ottomans doing? I mean, I know we're only 2 years into the game start, but damn. Oh, they can't really do much because they've got truces with most of their smaller bordering neighbours, of course. And I do have a feeling this could be a Mamluk win in this campaign until I intervene. It'd be nice to see a big yellow blob instead of a big green blob on the map. So it's been nearly 2 years into the campaign already and we still haven't had 100 Years War. I know it's not the meantime happening, it's longer than 2 years, but damn, doesn't it feel like it should be a lot shorter? It always feels like when I'm playing, or in the past when I've played as France, the 100 Years War event procs way too late, but then when I'm not playing France, it procs within like a year. Which is just crazy. It's one of those kind of things. Oh no, we're not taking statutory rights. My stuff will sort itself out. Also, I'm on diplomatic power focus, but I don't want to be. Let's maybe swap to none focus for now. I'll put it on none focus, I think. Because I do maybe want to go back to focus when I unlock exploration ideas. But this is fine for now. Just as long as I can get Tech 4 before England, this would be nice. They have a Lancaster Air, but they're not very good. 321. Not exactly amazing. And yes, I'm just going to continue carrying favours with Provence. I need 80 favors to gain 40 trust. And this is just annoying. Why must you do this to me? Oh well, let's ride minor stability for a little bit. It will affect my treasury because, well, I get less global trade power and less caravan power. So yes, it does actually affect your stuff. And maybe instead of transferring trade from Bordeaux, how about we just collect it in Bordeaux and stop that. And let's also stop collecting in Valencia. I think this might be a better way to deal with my trade. Just realised. Yeah, that was a better way to deal with my trade actually. It's a slight of an increase. And a slight of an increase is good enough for me. I mean, if we're not going to go to war with England anytime soon, I could just take the manpower recovery speed now. You know what? Let's just call it. And then I can summon the dirt next time. Probably make it a clergy one. Preferably. Never have made a claim. You will never have it. They shall not pass. Hey, England, can we go to war yet? I've been waiting for too long. Navarra was taken by Aragon. No real surprises there. Is oft the case. Now England is supporting Sweden, so hopefully we get the 100 Years War event while they're at war with Denmark. And then they're preoccupied. Hopefully the timing can work out as such. Or if they do help Sweden, I can just declare war on them myself manually. With Provence and also Scotland in tow. They're also allied to Leinster, so I could get to the New World easier via Ireland as well. I'm just waiting on this 100 Years War business. Please give it to me. That would be really nice. For we have been waiting. Here we go. So let us back down. Nope. Time to teach them how to war. Here we go. Declare war on France with 100 Years War, Casus Belli. I start with a complaint. What's it called? Not a complaint. Occupation. Where did I get complaint from? So let's get Scotland to attach. And I'm already able to stay here because I got access. And they got called into the defensive war. And let's see here. Appease the dynasties. Every appanage will gain 1 random development in their capital. How nice. Crown seat of Paris. Capital's been improved 8 times. Nobody's disloyal. And I have 90 legitimacy. So in this war is England and England only. I also want to once again mothball the fleet. Well, not mothball, but you know, reduce the cost. So now England are storming in. We're actually doing okay. But what I will probably do is I might incentivize them to attack into Dumfries. Nope, they're doing something. I don't like it. I could go back and reinforce in Roxburghshire. Well, I need to try and take a battle, so I'm going to try reinforcing into Roxburghshire. And Scotland pull back. And Scotland pull back. And we are looking golden. Get out of here, England. See, another bonus of me being in England from the get-go is that Scotland don't immediately perish. Which is good in its own way. And see, all my subjects are just dealing with the French lands as it is. I also kind of regret buying the Grand Company in France. I should have waited until I had something sieged up here and then done it, but that's okay. I needed the Grand Company to flex my muscles, as it were, so that my subjects didn't get disloyal. It was kind of important. And the Foire flag always looks like Aragon's flag, and it always confuses me when it comes to looking at them on the map. But hey, everything that can be sieged down is starting to be sieged down. Which is rather nice. Go on, go to Dumfries. Nope, okay. You do not want to do that. But it's okay, you don't have to. You're not forced. But while they're split, I really want to attack. No, they're not split. But I'd say I really wanted to attack into Dumfries while they're split. But that's not the case. They're all just kind of meandering around. There are more of us than there are of them right now, so they won't attack into Northumberland, so I should get this occupation. And the trigger for the 100 Years' War is taking Paris. But yeah, you can also just do reconquest on England super early, and sometimes it is better to with France, but I just wanted to play out the actual 100 Years' War. I can make them annul their alliances, maybe. Or, you know, just start stronger without having to fight their allies, because if not, it'd be Castile and Portugal. Portugal are allied with England and Castile. So I could start taking on Portugal in England War Part 2, as it were. And let's see here. Abacos modifier, missionary strength, papal influence, or prestige. Let's actually take the prestige on that one for now. And yeah, England are kind of not able to siege Dumfries right now, which is working out perfectly. So I can almost get 10 more trusts with Provence. That's kind of nice. So, of course, from England, it will be a case of taking back all of my territory. I might take Calais off them. But often a good opener from England is to actually take Meath. / Pale. And then get yourself into Ireland. It was also the strategy I used when I got Big Blue Blob back in the day. Also, with this fort occupied and out of the way, I'll be able to extend myself all the way through most of the English lands. Which is going to be nice. If it looks like I'm starting to lose too much money, I might indebt myself to the burghers. I might take out another corruption loan. I don't know. Joined war. Portugal joined England in a war against France. Okay. That means I can come and siege Portugal and take whatever's closest to the New World for myself. Brilliant stuff. I have no qualms. Got plenty of units in my homeland still. Considering Scotland's assistance, I don't need that many here. So now, Let's go to Roxburghshire. And I imagine I want to go into Dumfries. Let's have them reinforce me. Come on, Scotland, come in. Oh, Scotland. What are you doing? Seriously, what are you doing, my brother in Christ? You totally could have helped me win this battle. And now your thing is being occupied. That's like a double loss. Both John Bureau didn't gain a battle one, and we lost a whole bunch of men. Nearly kicking me off the British territory. Perhaps I should just gain a secondary unit up here. I'm going to debase currency once more. Should have just done this from the start, I think, but oh well. I'm going to Free Company. Oh, hold on. That's in Scotland's hands, isn't it? I need to go to, say, Cumbria. And have it under my territory, have it under my occupation instead. But Scotland, you dunce. We could have had something going. Oh. They'll join in to take on Leinster, though. This is just a free battle. And you know what, Scotland? If you lose Dumfries, then hell. We tried. So we'll win against Leinster. Then England come in. We should win this. We did not win it. Oh no, we did win it. Good, good. Okay, I got a little bit concerned. Then we go to Dumfries. Then I'll have John Bureau have 4 wins. And we'll defend Dumfries. Come on, guys. Geneva have been put as a vassal? Yeah. There's some events involving Geneva that I can't quite remember what they're like. Right. John Bureau has won 4 battles. Refine the bombards. Gain artillery in Paris. Marvellous stuff. I thought I got 4. You know what? 3's okay. I just misread the situation. And you know what? I think that will do it for the first episode. We're up and running in the 100 Years' War. Super job. So yeah. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode.